welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well and welcome back to another video. So for today's video I'm going to be doing some Christmas baking and I'm going to show you how I made these cute little Christmas cookies. So I really hope that you like the video and let's get started. So I'm just going to start off by preheating my oven to 180 degrees. So to make the sugar cookies, you are going to need 170 grams of unsalted butter, 1 egg, 140 grams of caster sugar, 545 grams of plain flour, a teaspoon of salt and also a teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, I'm going to start off by popping my butter and sugar into my mixing bowl and I'm going to mix it on medium speed for about 5 to 7 minutes just to get it really nice and fluffy. Then I'm going to take my egg and I'm just going to crack it into this little bowl and add it into the mixture for about another 2 to 3 minutes. Then once all that is mixed in, I'm going to start adding in my flour. So I'm going to do it spoonful by spoonful just so that it doesn't go everywhere. And you're kind of looking for a crumbly texture. You don't want to over mix this, so just mix it until it's all combined in. So once all the flour is in, the mixture is done and I'm just going to pop it out onto my work surface just so I can kind of roll it into a little ball. And then I'm going to pop this in some cling film and put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes just so that it can firm up a little bit. Once the dough has been in the fridge for about 30 minutes or so, I'm going to flour my surface just so it's easier to roll out the dough. So I actually want to shape my cookies so that they do look like Christmas cookies. So I'm going to be taking the snowflake one, I'm going to be taking a star, also a little Christmas tree and a little gingerbread. And you can get these off places like eBay and Amazon like for really cheap. So I'm going to start off by taking a small piece of the dough and I'm going to kind of flatten it out with my hand instead of rolling it. It was really hard to roll with it being so crumbly, so I found that this was the best way to do it. Then I'm just going to take the cookie cutter and press it into the dough to make the cookie shape. And then I'm going to pop it onto a pre-lined baking sheet and I'm just going to do the exact same with all the rest of the dough until it's completely used up. Once you've got all your cookies lined out on the sheet, I'm then just going to pop them into the oven and they need to go into the oven for about 10 or 12 minutes until they go lightly golden brown. Once they come out the oven, then you need to let them cool for about 20 to 25 minutes or until they're just completely cool so we can move on to the icing. So for the icing, I am actually going to be cheating a little bit and I'm going to be using a royal icing sugar instead of making my own. It's just going to be a little bit easier. So I've got 500 grams of that. And then about 4 tablespoons of water and I'm just going to pop this into my mixer and mix it for about 5 to 10 minutes until it kind of thickens and becomes the consistency that I want. Once the icing sugar is done and it looks something like this, I'm going to split it into 3 bowls. So I've got 2 little bowls here and then the rest in my mixer. I'm just going to add some pink food colouring to these and I'm doing like a darker pink, a lighter pink and then also a white for my decorations. And then moving on to actually decorating the cookies. So I've got these little bowls which I found in Tesco. They are like really super cheap and I've also got this glitter spray. Thought it'd look a bit nicer because obviously it's a bit more festive. Then I've also popped my icing into these little bags. So I've got 3 little bags of the pink and the white. Then with the white icing, I'm just going to snip a tiny little bit off the end just so it makes a really small little kind of cut, and I'm going to start piping around the edge. So I did do this a little bit more than I wanted to at the beginning, but I did end up getting the hang of it. So I'm just going to pipe around all the edges, kind of covering all of the cookies. Once I'd done all of the white, I did actually pop them into the fridge for about 5 or 10 minutes just to kind of set them a little bit so that the next icing didn't all kind of melt into the white. So with the pink, I just did the exact same. I just snipped a little corner off the end and I just kind of decorated them. So I did this little gingerbread and I also did this little Christmas tree and put little balls on like they were balls. And yeah, I kind of just did the exact same thing over all of the cookies, just kind of decorating them how I liked them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Then just to finish them off, I did end up spraying this gold spray onto them all, just so they looked really sparkly, and I used it all on the star one, so that it was like a gold star. So yeah, that are the finished cookies. So I really hope that you like this Christmas little bake with me, and as always, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in my next one. Thanks for watching, bye!